President Trump tweeted Tuesday morning, "I am a tariff man. When people or countries come in to raid the great wealth of our nation, I want them to pay for the privilege of doing so." With this remark, Trump disregards his earlier concerns about using tariffs for security purposes or is bargaining chips in discussions with China about intellectual property rights. In doing so, he set forth a capsulized trade theory. Trump's theory parallels partly, but contradicts profoundly, Adam Smith's revolutionary 1776 trade analysis on the wealth of nations that motivated the development of economic science. In discussing trade, Smith recognized that people seek opportunities to increase their wealth by knocking on the doors of prospective customers. Smith concluded that, "It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own interest. Yes, in the current situation, we get lower-cost Chinese goods because the Chinese sellers are more concerned about their own family's welfare than ours." But this is just the start of Smith's analysis. As Smith might have explained, the Chinese sellers who gain from our patronage also benefit us and the larger society of which we are all a part. Put another way, those who come to America's shores and sell their wares to voluntary buyers make themselves and their customers better off. We in America have larger wealth prospects when Chinese sellers line up at our door. In open markets where people buy and sell voluntarily, both parties to the transactions are made wealthier and happier. Otherwise, trade would not take place. Should we place a turnstile at our ports of entry and set an entry fee? Should we build a wall around the entire country and keep out sellers who wish to offer us goods that we seek to purchase? Of course not. I think about Adam Smith daily when freight trains pass by the front porch of my Clemson, SC, home, which is located just across the tracks from the train station. More than a dozen freight trains pass my domicile each day. Most of them are loaded with shipping containers. Trains headed north from southern ports are laden with imports, those headed south carry U.S. exports. In both cases, the containers are filled with potential happiness. Those who ship to us are eager to head the containers our way. They prefer our money over the goods they ship to us. Those awaiting the shipments can't wait for their arrival. They prefer the goods over their money. Higher levels of happiness await the shipments in both cases. As Smith might put it, the market's invisible hand leads ambitious sellers to connect with eager buyers. Through voluntary exchange, both parties are made better off. Happiness rises when goods flow freely. We don't need to sell tickets to trade in America. Bruce Yendall is a contributor to the Washington Examiner's Beltway Confidential blog. He is a distinguished adjunct fellow with the Mercatus Center at George Mason University and Dean Emeritus of the Clemson University College of Business.